This is the Quack House Podcast.
It's your boy Quack coming back at it again with another podcast. I got with me to my right my boy Darren.
What is up?
To my left I got my wife Kayla.
Hello.
Gosh dang it. And then my boy John, who you guys cannot see right now on the camera.
Hello.
And today I think Darren wants to talk about something.
Yes. Sorry. It's going to be Apophis. So there's a meteorite or asteroid, whatever they want to scientifically call it. So it could hit the Earth, but it's not likely to happen. And then they're a little worried because there's these things called gravitational keyholes.
Okay.
So what the gravitational keyholes is, it's little small regions around the planet where the gravity could potentially pull in the asteroid or whatever, Apophis, and make it hit the Earth.
Wait, hold up. So, like, there's kind of like Star Wars reference on the Dark Star or Death Star. Wow. People, I'm going to get roasted in comments on that.
Yeah, probably.
But where he goes into the little hole, to destroy it. Is it kind of like that, like the gravitational keyholes?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could look at it like that. Yeah, because it'll have like a gravitational force. So if the Apophis gets into that, keyhole is what they call it, then it'll kind of change its trajectory into the Earth. So if you think about it, it would be like once it hits the gravitational keyhole, then at that point in time, it's like just a gravitational pull. So you're following like a roller coaster.
Yep.
You're on a track.
Okay.
So that's basically what that kind of is.
And this one is supposed to go in between like us and the moon, right?
Yeah. They're saying you'll be able to see it without a telescope. It'll be that close.
Wow.
And then also they're saying the scientists, it's a good thing for scientists because they'll be able to kind of do whatever, their science stuff to understand how asteroids like move through space.
Oh.
So that's something we got to keep in mind in 2029, I believe.
That'd be kind of cool. My son will be all over that. I wonder where is it going to be over? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Is it going to be over the States? Is it going to be over Russia? Is it going to be over China? Is it going to be over Africa, Antarctica, the Arctic?
Right.
Is everyone going to be able to see it or just a select few people due to the Earth's rotation?
It's not going to be everybody. Reasons being is because it's going to pass in between the Earth and the Moon. So just depending on what time of day it is when it passes by.
Did you have a date on when it was going to happen again, Darren?
Like 2029 or something like that?
2029.
I didn't write the specific dates, but 2029, 2036, and 2068.
So you have 4 chances to see it.
All 3.
No, you said 2029.
2036, 2068.
68. Oh, sorry. I thought you said one other one. Huh. That'll be interesting. I'm curious to see if we will land something on it and kind of control its
trajectory.
Yes.
Did you see it's named after the Egyptian god of chaos?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Well, and the thing with that though, right, is if they think it's going to hit the Earth, there's options they can do to kind of change its trajectory.
Right.
One of them is how they always say in whatever sci-fi movies where they'll shoot like a nuke at it. You're not actually going to be hitting an asteroid with a nuke. You're going to blow it up next to it because that'll vaporize enough of the asteroid to have the heat and everything push its trajectory because of all the vapor or whatever. It'd push it.
Oh, okay.
And then other ones too is NASA did that one thing where they put a satellite into that one asteroid.
Yep.
And then they said that it moved its trajectory.
Right.
So you could just ram stuff into it.
What are you about to say, John?
April 13th, 2029.
April 13th. Wow, that's real close to Liam's birthday too.
And then some more interesting facts about it. Its size is 1,100 feet. I didn't use meters because feet. That's how we do it in this country.
Or yards.
So and then its shape is elongated peanut shape. So Mr. Peanut.
Hold up. How many buses in length is it?
Whatever 1,100 feet in buses would be.
How long is one bus? How many feet?
Like 23 or 30 feet? 23?
Okay, then. Math it up.
So I don't know. I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick.
Science or math.
So if they're 30 feet, that's 10 buses to 300 feet. So 30 buses would be 900 feet. So you're looking at like 20 extra buses. So what,
Buses
50?
are 35 to 45 feet, so you could take a 40-foot average.
So 40-foot average would mean that it'd be less than 30 buses.
Yeah, if I had a nickel.
I'm just saying we measure in anything but metrics.
True.
Yeah.
But now its shape is an elongated peanut, is what I said. So, Mr. Peanut. So Jif's going to be happy about that one.
It has a monocle?
Yeah, it better. It fucking better.
Classy.
And then its mass is estimated to be 20 million tons. So that means if it hits the Earth in any one of these dates, we dead.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Now my question is, what of it is it? So I guess let me rephrase that. So they think there are meteors out there that are like diamonds,
Oh, yeah, yep.
So is it like a mineral that we can mine?
That I'm not really sure because I didn't really
Look into it.
Look into that specific aspect of it.
But I mean, by like 2068, I'd have to assume we'd have technology to land on stuff and start mining it and bringing it back to Earth.
Well, we wouldn't have to bring it back to Earth. Earth would go to it because it looks like with these dates, 2029, 2036, 2068 it looks like it's going to continuously for indefinitely.
Like Halley's Comet.
Yeah, just pass around. So we could just wait until do my automated drone system that I'm always talking about for mining asteroids, and then once it passes by us again, then all the stuff could just offload to us and.
Oh,
you get
so
what I'm
like
saying?
it's mining while it's out
so
there.
you wouldn't get it like a shipment every week, but every like 20 whatever years, you'd have like an insane amount of resources coming back.
Right. Speaking about like that type of stuff, did you see that Elon Musk said that within 10 years we should all have robots and basically everything should be free? And then he was asked a question, what is the chances of them turning on humans? And he said 10 to 20%.
Yes.
So in 5 to 10 years, we might have robots doing all of our jobs that we all do, and everyone will just basically be able to make money. I'm not sure how, but the way he made it sound like was that you're not going to be a human isn't going to be restocking, groceries or building wire harnesses or cutting wire and stuff like that. We'll have robots to do that, so then people can be more what we're born to do and, be more social, go to sleep. Like you were saying, I think it was you or was it John, where we're meant to sleep for so many hours and then be up and do things and then sleep again.
Right, yeah, I think that was me. Yeah. The medieval times, you're only supposed to sleep like 3 or 4 hours, then wake up for a bit, do what you got to do, then sleep again.
Well, we talked about that thing. But remember, like when we knew we were slaves, we still only worked 145 days a year.
Right, and now we work 300 days,
Yeah,
if not more.
Right.
It's crazy to think that like we are more slaves than slaves were back in the day.
Well, I mean, you got to be careful saying that because, I mean, it's not like any of us are getting our feet chopped off and shit.
Well, right, but in the sense of
like work labor is forced time.
Right, you're forced to go to work. You cannot not work.
Well, basically, I think I know where we're getting at with this one is when it comes down to it, the only reason we're not considered slaves is because we get a paycheck.
Right.
So that's how they mark it up to, oh, you're free, you get paid. It's all like, not really, because then again, bills. We have to pay cell phone. Got to pay that water bill. Got to pay that electric bill. So realistically, the world's ran on fear if you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you boil it down, it's all like, why do you have a job? Out of fear for not having anything.
Right. And
they said that asteroid's going to hit on the coast of California and it's going to wipe out the whole West Coast.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
When?
April 13th, 2029.
If it hits, that's where. So
I just watched the video. It said that the impact is going to be near Santa Monica. That it's going to be 3 miles deep.
If it hits,
it's going to cause a tsunami.
If it hits,
if it hits, it could wipe out the entire West Coast.
So that means the states will be able to see it, that comet or meteor or asteroid, at any point.
I got Neil deGrasse Tyson's.
Well, and speaking about that, you've been able to see it because it also the distance from Earth when it's passing is going to be 19,794 miles away, and then passing in between the Earth and the Moon.
Yep.
And then I'd be able to see it without a telescope, which I already said all that, and then I said the other dates. So, what else do we got here? There's really nothing to worry about because obviously the next 3 passings, they say it's not going to hit.
Right. It's when it starts going more and more because it can pull in.
But who's to say? I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, but
you're good.
Who's to say like another meteorite or whatever isn't just gonna have a trajectory coming out like kind of that Oumuamua? So what if that taps it?
Right.
And completely changes its direction to where it's going to go right for Earth.
I mean, hey.
It's possible.
It is. But, honestly, I feel like we shouldn't have to worry too much because think about all the satellites that are in the air.
Yeah, you just crashed a shit ton of them into it.
Do you remember during like the invasion of Ukraine where the Russian astronaut said that he will bring the space station down into America, like crash it into America?
I might have heard something like that.
And Elon Musk said, I wouldn't let you do that. I would take my Starlink and run it into the space station. So think about the amount of satellites that are up. Like, I would have to imagine if you just keep bombarding it with stuff, it would break. Or if you position, maybe the International Space Station is our saving grace that takes the brunt force of the.
Have you heard the theory about like there's so much space junk out there we're actually suffocating ourselves with it?
Yeah, we have to figure out a way to move it up like another 10 to 20,000 feet. Otherwise, eventually, all you're going to see is junk in that space, which is wild to think when satellites just became a thing within the last, 100 years,
Oh, and then one more thing, too. Another way to move asteroids' positions is have some kind of, maybe the space station or whatever. You can use the gravitational forces from that to pull the asteroid away.
You just can't just knock them off track with another rocket or another meteor.
We probably would do that.
Yeah, it probably the easiest way would be ramming something into it.
The good old Marvel tactic where you just try to hit it with another meteor.
Yeah.
Right.
now
you got 2 meteors floating around.
Futurama, when the freaking garbage meteor was coming back, so they had to learn how to make garbage again.
So they conquered, or then they do another garbage ball.
And then they hit the other one, and they're like, we'll have to deal with it in another 100 or so many years.
Yeah, not our problem anymore.
Right. But now I got questions here for everyone.
Yep.
So, how much does everybody know, just in general, about asteroids and stuff like that?
So I know a decent amount, and whatnot. There's a couple different ones. I'm even isn't Halley's Comet technically an asteroid?
Well, but I'm talking more or less just in general, the science with them.
Well, they're just floating rocks,
basically.
Rocks in space.
How about you, Kayla?
That's all I know.
How about you, John?
Pieces of meteors, right? Asteroids are pieces of meteor broken off.
Also, I would have to say that
that's my guess.
I think a theory is that the asteroid belt is actually a planet that was ripped apart.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd believe that.
And also the asteroid belt isn't as full of asteroids as we portray it to be. You could really drive a spaceship in between them and not have to dodge or dip.
There's a lot of open space in space.
Okay, but why do you ask?
Oh, it's because I was lining up for a joke. So Kayla, you're the only one that doesn't know. So why not?
Why not what?
Why don't you know?
Because I don't know.
You just don't care about world-ending asteroids that could kill everybody?
I guess not.
Well, what the fuck?
Where's the joke?
I don't know. I was hoping that everybody would say no, and then I was just gonna like rip on you guys. Like,
Well, like I know asteroids have different things. Like I was saying, some asteroids they've noticed have diamond, some
Different
have
contents.
yeah. So I've also heard and read. I guess I shouldn't say heard, but more read or listened. I guess that'd be the same, right? But when I think heard, it'd be like you talking to me in person versus watching a video.
Anyway.
Right. So, anyways, that where was I going with this? Asteroids and stuff like that. One day we will be mining them and whatnot, and some have oil and
gold, stuff like that. Yeah, like good resources we would want.
Right.
Iron.
What you got there, John?
I got what is an asteroid and what is a meteorite.
Okay, what is the difference?
Or a meteor.
So wait, before you answer, is the difference just size?
No.
Okay.
Asteroids are small, rocky. Right. Like, don't worry about size, Darren. Asteroids are small, rocky, or metallic bodies that orbit the sun, typically found in the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Remnants of early solar system formations. So that's what an asteroid is, a small, rocky, or metallic body that orbits the sun. Then a meteor is a streak of light caused by a small piece of space debris. So the asteroid burning up as it enters the Earth's atmosphere, referring to as a shooting star. So a shooting star is a meteor.
So then what is a comet? You know what I'm saying? Because you got comets, asteroids, and meteors. I would have never thought meteor was what is coming into our atmosphere. But I guess that
a comet is a celestial object often referred to as a dirty snowball, composed of ice, dust, and rock that orbits the sun. As it gets closer to the sun, it heats up and releases gases and dust, forming glowing heads and sometimes a tail.
Oh, that's right. That's why Halley's Comet has that tail to it.
Well, asteroids are rocks. Comets are made of ice, water, or ice, frozen gases, methane, carbon dioxide, ammonia.
Oh, interesting. You know, Liam probably would know this answer.
Right.
Maybe.
So comets are gases. That's why they burn up. Burn up so beautiful.
Yeah. Interesting. I would have never thought, and that also brings me to gosh, I don't even know where I was going with it. You never brought it up, Darren. I'm not going to say what, but you were supposed to bring it up in the last cast with Drew.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought John said don't.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. I forgot. We'll tell you later.
And on that note, what do you think like the just ramifications of Apophis if it hit like the Earth and or Moon? Now, I'm thinking if it hit the Moon, they won't really know until they know. But all that debris hitting the Earth, depending on the sizes of the chunks coming off the Moon, would be extremely bad.
So, that's a good question, and I'm gonna answer the question with another question. Have you ever heard of the theory of two moons, that we have two moons that are in perfect sync with each other?
Nope.
So, like, if you're in the States, you can see the moon, but also if you're in Australia, you can see the moon at the same time.
Well, that's just because the Earth is flat, though.
Well, I mean, maybe.
I'm just kidding.
So I don't know. What I would wonder if that hit the moon, would that make the moon's trajectory different? Would it bring it closer to the Earth? Would it push it away farther? What would it be?
Well, what's holding it where it is?
The moon?
Yeah.
Our gravitational pull.
Okay.
Well, here's the whole thing with that, though. But
it is moving away from us at like inches or something like that.
I was going to say that.
Every year.
Okay.
So eventually we'll have no moon.
Right. Are you looking up the two moon theory?
Two moon theory suggests that the Earth had two moons, a larger one and a smaller companion, which eventually collided, forming the single moon.
Oh no, that's not the one I
we see today explaining the lunar highlights of the far side.
That's not the one that I heard. Now, I don't believe it, but I was just wondering if you heard it. The two moon theory. Not that one. There was one that what if we have two moons that are perfectly orbiting the Earth? So what we see is different than what the moon that the southern hemisphere sees. They see a different one.
That'd be interesting, but I think there's enough satellites and crap.
Right, that we would know about
we
it.
would know.
However, what if they're hiding it from us?
Right, well, if they're all like...
What would be the point?
Just because they don't want to tell us anything.
Well,
Not that it matters, but they're just all like, we know something you don't know.
Like,
we know something you don't know.
That goes down to why did we all sign an agreement not to mine in Antarctica? Why did we seal up JFK's assassination? Why did we seal up RFK's assassination, MLK's assassination? I think even Malcolm X's assassination. Well, they just do it to do it because what if they want to control the narrative?
Knowledge is power as well.
Correct. So, and that also goes to like the pyramids, going back to what we talked about in the last one for like a hot second, is like back in the 90s or something, somebody stole a bunch of stuff from the pyramids and they think it's copper wire.
Yeah.
So, and that the pyramids were really designed to create energy. How, what's his name? Tesla, Nikolai.
Nikolai.
Yeah.
And Nikolai Tesla.
I feel like we're all saying it wrong. We're just all agreeing with it. Like,
It's Nick.
Right.
Now,
Tesla.
If it hit the Earth, depending on where it hit.
Well, according to the Google, it says California.
Right. But let's just say it hit even like in the ocean, man. You know, like the tsunamis, that'd be just so horrible.
Right.
Sure.
And you want to know what another interesting fact is? That, you know, the Panama Canal is designed the way it is because one ocean is higher than the other ocean, but they still meet at the same point at the bottom of South America.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Sorry. So why I said that is depending on where it landed, I feel like it would have more devastation.
Right.
You think that's kind of where they got the idea for like the Sulaks in Michigan?
Oh, so each lake was higher elevation than the other?
Yeah, so they bring ships in,
Yep,
change the water level, and then send them out.
yeah, like Erie Canal or not Erie, Lake Erie, right?
Isn't it? It's up. It's going from the south to the north, right? So it's into Lake Superior, right?
I don't know. I honestly, I feel like it's like Lake Erie to Lake Huron. Because you're talking about the ships that come from what's that ocean?
Atlantic, Pacific.
No,
Or Pacific.
I can't think
specifically.
Yes, the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, John's about to teach me something. Is it up in north?
Sault Ste. Marie.
Sault Ste. Marie.
Wait, he's gonna teach you how to Dougie?
Yeah.
So where is it? USA into Canada?
Okay. Huh. I did not know that. I thought that was lower. Because I know we have cargo ships that go into Lake Erie and Lake Huron and then go to the ocean. And then another thing is why isn't all water like salt water that has a connection to it? You know, like the Mississippi River, right? It flows into the Gulf of America now. Why isn't it like all salt water? You know, how does it not mix? I guess is my question.
Well, I think at that point where it gets full or whatever, I mean, it's probably like most salty there. But now, are you talking like the ocean water coming into the mainland and then becoming freshwater?
Well, that would be more or less if it the salt water goes into mainland and it becomes fresh water. That'd be more due to evaporation, you know.
Right.
So
right.
it's the UP to Canada.
UP to Canada. Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Isn't there like scroll down towards Lake Huron and Erie? So like right where the thumb is, isn't there stuff right there and then towards New York as well? Where it has like elevation systems and stuff like that?
Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, the most popular
Is that one.
This one right here.
Wild. I didn't know that. Thank you for teaching me something, John.
All right. So, my last question.
Okay.
Now, if you if you were just all of a sudden to become an asteroid for whatever reason, okay. So, what name do you want? What name would you want, and where would you want to hit? Me personally, I would want the name Hope because I would want people to hope that I don't fucking hit them. You know what I mean? And secondly, what I would want to hit, I wouldn't want to just hit one thing. I would want to be in pieces up there, right? Just floating around. And then what I would do is I would just inconvenience everyone's lives who I didn't like. So it would be all like, oh, they got to go to work or whatever. A little piece of me would smash their fucking car. And then I would just inconvenience their entire life. You know what I mean? Oh, your garage. Oh, yeah. Oh, you called me an asshole the one time? Oh, look at your garage. Now there's a huge fucking hole in the roof. Yeah, how do you like it?
You'd have to like knock off pieces big enough that wouldn't just burn up and just burn up enough
Right.
to just damage those like specific things. I guess if I was an asteroid, can I design how I look?
Yes, please do.
Make me a rubber ducky.
Oh yeah.
And then when I come by, they'll sing the song. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You keeping my life so much fun. Because, you know, they don't want me to hit.
Right, true.
So, and that would be a fun thing to just be like, you know, like in Austin Powers when his space, like, is that a giant?
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Yeah, they'll be like, is that a rubber ducky? So, yeah.
Okay, I like it.
And my eyes would be rubies. That's all. That's the last thing I'm adding. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
That's a really blinged out asteroid.
Yes. Right? All right, man.
And you wonder why we're mining asteroids. They just have ruby eyes.
Well, I would want my name to be something like, I don't know, like Flash or something. So fast.
That's funny.
I don't know where I'd want to hit, though. Probably in the water. Just because I don't want to hit land.
Right. You just kill everybody with tsunamis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hit...
It'll lessen my impact, right?
Hit between the United States and Japan, and you could take Russia, Korea, Japan, United States, some of Canada. You could take a bunch out. It's not a bad idea.
Thanks.
What about you, John? And he's thinking, and that's what's up.
Asteroid name, Titicaca. Location, straight up Uranus.
And we'll be right back.
So this is what I want to do. I want to be asteroid Titicaca, and I want to be known as the biggest asteroid to fly into Uranus and destroy the entire planet. And then I want bits and pieces of Uranus just to like be floating all around the solar system and just pieces like hitting random locations.
That sounds like there's a bigger metaphor.
There's a lot of Uranus to go around, and it's
a lot of gas too.
Oh yeah,
Lots of gas.
But yeah, so I just want Uranus to be floating around out there in just a wide, vast area of space, taking on other parts of space.
That's funny, Uranus.
Titicaca, asteroid.
Right. That's a good. That's funny. I like that. I like how you played your name into it too. So I respect that.
Yep. Shout out to Zero.
Right. Or Mercury.
Or King Merc.
Right. Or Black Hole. Or
Supermassive Black Hole.
Right. Mech. He went as Mech as one point. Bro, he gives himself names. And then he gives us all names, and then he gives us all numbers. And it's like, how does this 4-year-old just memorizes every single name that a person is that he gave them from? It's just, it blows my mind. Because I can barely remember somebody's name that I just met sometimes.
Right.
Unless it's a common name. Then it's easier to remember.
Right, absolutely.
Like, I'll never forget.
Creative.
Oh, he sure is. Like Mike, Amber, Sharon. Those names are easy for me to remember. Kayla, John, Darren, Kevin. If I couldn't remember my own name,
I was going to say.
that'd be something.
Yeah, too. I'm like the only Darren a lot of people have ever met.
Besides your dad.
Yep, besides my dad.
Are you a junior?
No.
Oh.
Are you technically? You just saying that?
No, I'm not a junior.
Different last names?
Different middle names.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. This is the way they did it. My dad just didn't want to have me be a junior for whatever reason.
But he wanted you
He
to
didn't
have
want to
the
put all
same
that pressure
name.
on you.
How?
Well, I think he just wanted me to be my own Darren. You know.
So he didn't feel comfortable enough to give you his full name, but just enough to give you the first and last.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so 2/3.
Yeah,
Basically.
he was that's what when he came. It's because he realized he was diabetic, so they changed his middle name.
The 2/3,
Right.
the 2/3 compromise.
Because he was all like, "This is my son, but he's diabetic."
Yeah, he's like, he's cool and all. I mean, I gave him my first and last name, but the diabetes had to call it there in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah,
Took the JR right off that diabetes.
Yep. They
What is your middle name, Darren?
It
Tobias.
is Nicholas.
Oh, okay.
Like Tesla.
No, Nicola.
I know,
Well, my
that's
first name was going to be Nicholas, and then my dad was like, "No."
Jamal.
Oh.
And then so he saved me. He saved me from a life of getting made fun of.
Nick the prick, Nick the dick.
Yeah, Nicholas the Dickolas.
Yes.
That's funny. Yeah, yeah, you are the only Darren that I can. No. I met a guy who worked for me at third shift at Planet Fitness in Grand Rapids. His name was Darren, but he spelt it different.
Right, and then what was his
2 hours.
ethnicity?
Why?
Just because
He's like, I don't
typically,
know.
because like from a statistical standpoint, like Darren's not typically like what a white person would be named.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
he was
that's-
African American.
So that's why I'm saying that, and that's nothing bad though. I'm just saying if you think about it, I mean, how many white people have you ever met named Darren? I'm probably like the only one.
Yeah, you're. I mean,
You
I've only
get what
met
I'm saying?
2. I've only met 2 in my life, and he had 2 R's, so it was he Derran.
Okay, so he had 2 hard R's. Okay,
Why?
no,
That's funny. Sorry. Just checking the time where we're at. What you looking up, John? Common names or common Darren names?
The name Darren is believed to have Irish roots. So
You're
Right.
Irish?
not that I'm aware of. God, I hope not. Like,
the meaning, the name is thought to mean
you do
oak
kinda-
tree.
Oak tree.
You kind of
Okay.
do, now thinking about it, have a little red tint to his beard. Like right here.
I don't know. See, I know there's no Irish on my mom's side, and then I don't believe there's any Irish on my dad's side.
I'm just messing with you.
I'm being
bro.
completely
Recently, out of every 10,000 newborns, approximately 3 were named Darren. So for every 10,000 newborns, 3 are Darrens.
Wow.
How many are Kevin? That's what I need to know. How many people?
Right.
We need a breakdown.
Because like when we were in high school, man, we had me, Kevin Rodriguez, Kevin Humphrey.
The name Kevin, also Irish origin, meaning handsome or beloved.
I'm straight, pretty much German
Damn.
dog.
Well, yeah.
I was named after my dad's.
Your
best friend.
first name is Irish, bruh. So get
Yeah, I
over
can
it.
smell the alcohol in your breath.
I don't think I'm Irish.
other names. Some other names similar to Kevin include Ryan, Liam,
Oh,
Ethan, Andrew, Noah, Matthew, Kyle, Lucas, Aiden, Daniel.
Wow. So Liam has the same similar name to me.
I don't get what that's based on.
Interesting. Maybe it means the same thing. I almost want you to Urban Dictionary my name.
I love Urban Dictionary. It's such a good site.
That's
Right.
great.
No, it was funny because there was one time I Urban Dictionary'd it and showed it to my brother-in-laws, and then I showed it to Kayla. I said, "Isn't this right?" And she was like, "Yeah."
Hell yeah. That's good.
Hold on. We shouldn't have our phones, but that's okay.
In total, there are currently 1.17 million Kevins in the world.
1.7?
Approximately 0.35% of the entire population.
So how are they going to curve the population crisis on that?
That's a good question.
Because we can't have you guys just completely taking over the entire market of humans.
Oh, I think we need to pump those numbers up.
So you mean everybody in the world needs to be named Kevin?
Oh yeah, why not? Do you know how much we would get done?
Okay, imagine. Oh yeah, well, think about it. Think about it like this, right? Okay, the teacher is doing roll call. It's like, okay, Kevin, and everyone's like, yes, here. It's like, oh shit, Kevin again? Here.
Right.
The
How many
female,
Kevins are here?
the female version of Kevin, Kevin, Kevin.
Oh,
That's
Right.
the female version.
it's not bad.
Man, there are so many Kevins now. Oh, right here. Kevin. Absolute Chad, alpha male, biggest dick in the room, no matter what room they are in.
Bullshit.
Funniest motherfucker you'll ever meet. No
Bro,
cap.
are you reading a sticky note you put in your fucking phone?
I'm reading Urban Dictionary, dog.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I was like,
look up my name.
that sounds like a sticky note or a memo you
And
were
then it
writing to
says-
yourself one day.
And then it says, everybody, damn, did you see how gigantic Kevin's dick is? It really says that, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, look up Darren.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go through everyone's name now.
What if it straight up was all like, oh, it has diabetes or some stupid shit?
Known to have diabetes. Diabetes.
Diabetes.
Daren.
I'm doing it. I think I actually
Well, you
have to.
have my phone, so.
Right. Okay, we're not reading the long ones, but I'm going to skim through and find the good ones.
In Germany, people have. It says
Oh,
Kevin.
this one's good.
It says that Kevin with trendy, exotic sounding first names considered to be an indicator of lower class.
Damn. Oh, that's all right. I got a big dick according
So,
to Urban
you know what?
Dictionary.
Stick to Ireland, bro.
That's what matters.
Right. That's what matters. All right, Darren, this is a good one for you. Darren is a handsome, tall, and has a great sense of humor. Darren is one of God's greatest creations.
Oh.
Darren loves to make people laugh and do comedy, even when it's not the right time. But he does it for a good purpose. Holy shiz.
Damn.
Wow.
That is me.
That's a good one. That is a really good one. When you have a crush on somebody, but suddenly you stop liking that person, so you start ignoring them. I don't like him anymore. Don't Darren him. Give him another chance. All right, so Darren, a male Karen, usually a complete asshole that complains about everything, usually has some bitchy attitude as a Karen, and as much of an entitled dumbass as possible. Damn it, Darren, you fucked up everything.
Nice.
All right, now we go to John. This is fun. Oh, I'll find the good one, man. Don't worry. I'll find the good ones. Oh man, John. Another word for it. Toilet. I gotta use the John.
Number one.
Okay. John, probably the best and most perfect guy anyone could ever meet. He's cute, amazing, sweet, and everything a girl is looking for. Has the cutest smile, a great sense of humor, makes others laugh, takes care of his girlfriend 24/7, even longer than that. However, John is probably the best human being alive, and he also makes cute babies and writes cute paragraphs and has a sexy voice. Person 1. Whoa, who's that? Angry girlfriend. That's my baby John.
Yeah, baby John.
Angry girlfriend. I was like, where's he going with angry girlfriend?
Right.
I was like, damn, I've been in the scenario already.
Oh,
Right.
man.
Oh, God, you really have.
Yeah, what's your angry girlfriend we talking?
Christina?
Oh, but not name dropping, not necessary.
Well,
Sorry.
that's not name dropping.
I mean, we didn't have to say. You have to. Like,
You
you got me
rap-
tearing up. Let me put this on camera.
Right. These ones are good. Okay, so that was good. And now we'll do Kayla. Should we do Andrew while he's gone? Or should we?
Yeah, we can do Andrew while he's gone.
Okay.
But if I was like, not necessary.
Okay, Kayla, a very sweet and beautiful girl who is the greatest friend to have around. Hey, who's that girl? That's my friend Kayla. Oh, she's lovely.
Okay.
Let's find the most amazing girl you'll ever meet. She's so beautiful and gorgeous. She's funny, random, and fun to be around, and is perfect in everything she does. She's so lovable. She's super sexy, and you can't stay mad at her. Hey there, Kayla over there. I wish I was her. So perfect.
Okay, why don't we tell her?
Wait. One more. Kayla, she is a bad bitch. That's not right. She's a bad bitch. With a can-do attitude. She is amazing, sweet, sassy, nice, the best, just your ride to or die bitch. Like the best thing you'll ever walk into your life. Yo, I got this girl named Kayla. I think I want to wife her. All right. Now, Andrew.
Okay.
That last one went really like epic.
Right. It almost seems like you were pre-prepared and then we're reading something that wasn't on there just because she's your wife and you don't want to piss her
Right.
Once again, seems like
Talk me
another
up.
memo out of your notepad.
off. Happy wife, happy life. That's what he's doing.
Yes.
I feel like these are all just memos out of his own notepads.
Right.
He's like, I wrote this stuff years ago, and I finally just have a platform to read it to you guys.
Right. You're right. All right. Andrew. Very, very thick with 2 C's.
Bullshit.
Wow. Look at that, Andrew. He is thicker than Kim Kardashian.
Oh, dang.
He used to be.
Maybe in the nose.
Oh. Okay. Andrew is an amazing boy, super fun and really nice. Has
Amazing
an awesome
boy.
sense of humor and has the best hair. Not always nice to his/her siblings. Oh, could Andrew be a girl name?
I've never met one.
It is now.
but,
It
yeah.
is now.
Unisex.
Yep.
But should be, and gets all the girls and has a huge clock. It
I think
really
that's-
says clock.
I think that's an auto spell thing.
Well, Andrew does wear a watch, right?
No, that's true.
I mean, he does own a big clock at his house.
Okay.
No, he does. He does have like one of those big
Yeah,
ass
that's
time
what I'm
clock
saying.
things,
He
yeah.
does own a big clock.
Hold up. Andrew, kitty person who is outgoing and loves everything, and he is lit MF.
AF?
No, MF.
Motherfucker.
Lit motherfucker?
Yeah.
So he is kind of kiddish, and he was lit as a motherfucker last week and probably today.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Andrew never fucking replies to my messages.
Wait, that's on there?
I shit you not, right here. Andrew never fucking replies to my messages.
Dang. When was this article released? 7 years ago.
That one was from 2019. This one's from 2020. Someone with very long fingers that steals every bootleg copy of Nucker. 2 in the world. I don't know what the fudge that is.
Yeah, you got us on that one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's like more of a confession.
Right. These are my confessions, just when I thought everything. Yeah. All right, we're done with those. But that was interesting.
Yeah,
Good little rabbit hole.
Yeah, that was a good little rabbit hole on names and stuff like that. But I think we'll wrap it up right there.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
call it a day. I really enjoyed learning about that asteroid and stuff like that. I'm curious to see what's going to come in the next few years on if we're going to try to get something up there to like push it away.
Right. Well, and too, I know we're about to end this, but dude, that'd be so cool to actually, without a telescope, be able to see it.
Oh, dude, for real.
Like that's going to be freaking awesome.
And then if you do have a telescope, it's like you can see.
Yeah, right.
So you get to see the demise of Earth like close up. With
Right.
You're like, oh no, it's coming right at us.
But it's so cool.
Right.
It's like goodbye eastern coast of Asia and goodbye west coast of America.
Yeah.
Japan, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah. We'll just pick that up later.
Right. All right. Anyways, you guys all have a beautiful weekend. Bye.
Bye. Japan will be state 52.